Sir Cledges was an old man, but when he was young he had been a favourite of King Uther, King Arthur's father. He was married to Dame Clarice, but now he was no longer rich. Why? Because he was a very kind man, a very generous man, a very giving man. Every Christmas, Sir Cledges gave what he had. He gave gold, he gave silver, he gave his best clothes to poor people. Now he lived poor and alone with his old wife, Dame Clarice. It was Christmas, and on Christmas morning Sir Cledges came out of his house. The ground was covered in white snow. It was cold. And he heard in the distance beautiful music coming from the castle of King Arthur. Oh, I wish I could go to the castle of the king as I did when I was younger. But now I am poor and I am wearing rags. I cannot go. And he went to his favourite tree, his old cherry tree, covered in snow. And there under the tree he knelt and he prayed. Oh, that I might go to King Arthur. And as he knelt under the tree, he saw out of the corner of his eye something change. One branch of the tree, the snow disappeared. Green leaves appeared. Pink flowers bloomed. Small, green, hard cherries grew into round, red, ripe cherries. He couldn't believe it. What is this? He ran into the house to tell his wife, Dame Clarice. Oh, my wife, what has happened? Look, there are red cherries on the tree in winter. Husband, said Dame Clarice, this is a good sign. A miracle, magic at Christmas. Husband, take the cherries to King Arthur and see what he will give you. Well, Sir Cledges, he came out of his house with a bowl. And he took that bowl and he filled it with cherries from the tree until it was full. He took that bowl of cherries and he took his walking stick and he went through the snow to the castle of King Arthur. But when he came to the gate, there stood a soldier. What are you doing here? You poor old man. I have a gift for the king. A gift, let me see. But when the soldier saw the red cherries, the soldier said, cherries at Christmas? I cannot believe it. King Arthur will give him a lot. I will gladly let you through if you give me 1/3 of what the king gives you. Well, Sir Cledges thought, I have no choice. I agree. And he was let through the gate and he walked up to the great wooden door of King Arthur's castle. There stood a guard in uniform. Old man, you are poor. You do not belong here. Go back. But Sir Cledges, he showed him the bowl of cherries. I have a gift for King Arthur. And when the guard looked at the ripe, red, sweet cherries, the guard thought, King Arthur will give him a lot. And he said, I will gladly let you through. Everybody. I will gladly let you through if you give me a third of what the king gives you. If you give me a third of what the king gives you. If I give him a third and the soldier a third, I will only have a third. What can I do? I agree. And the door opened, and Sir Cledges, he walked along the passage, and he could hear wonderful music and laughter coming from the dining room of the castle. But there at the door of the dining room was a servant. Stop, old man. Go back. Where do you come from? You are poor. And Sir Cledges showed him the bowl of ripe, sweet, red cherries. This is a gift for King Arthur. And when the servant saw the ripe red cherries, King Arthur will give him a lot. I will gladly let you through if you give me a third of what the king gives you. Let's do it again. I will gladly let you through if you give me a third of what the king gives you. Third. If I give a third to the soldier, a third to the guard, and a third to the servant, then I will have nothing. But these cherries I must give to the king. I agree. And the door opened, and Sir Cledges came into the dining room, and there at their Christmas table sat King Arthur, his wife, Guinevere, Sir Lancelot, Sir Galahad, Sir Gawain, all of them. And they were eating and drinking and laughing, and there was fine music playing. But when King Arthur saw the old man coming up to his table, King Arthur stopped talking, and the room fell silent. Old man, said King Arthur, what are you doing here? Sir Cledges said, good King Arthur, I have a gift for you. King Arthur looked at the cherries. Sweet red cherries, ripe at Christmas. This is wonderful, a miracle. Then King Arthur tasted a cherry. It was good and sweet. Truly, this is wonderful. Old man, for bringing me cherries at Christmas, I will give you whatever you want. I will give you silver. I will give you gold. Just ask. And Sir Cledges thought, if I give him silver or gold, then I must give everything to these three men. What shall I ask for? What do you think? What do you think that Sir Cledges asked for?
It is difficult to know. Maybe a good house.
He asked for a good house.
But he must give from this man, from
The soldier,
the servant,
the guard,
the
servant. He must give them a third of what the
Yes.
king gives to him.
Wow.
In time of friendship, we have
If he asks for friendship,
Yeah.
When he was young,
Young.
he lived in the castle, no?
Yes.
so he would give friendship to the three men.
No.
No,
Maybe.
it's normal to give friendship for others, no problem. I can have enough of friends.
We have a friendship for everyone.
Yes, yes.
Friendship?
But he now can be a friend of a king again.
He could be again. So the
Yes.
king remembers him.
Yes.
Any other ideas? Shall I tell you?
We are curious.
King Arthur, all I ask for is this. Take my old stick. King Arthur took the stick. And what do I do with this stick, said King Arthur. And Sir Cledgers said, give me 3 blows on my body. What do you mean, said King Arthur? 3 blows on your body? Yes, said Sir Cledgers. You want me to hit you 3 times with your stick? Please, said Sir Cledgers. Give me 3 blows, hard blows, with my stick. And King Arthur, he took the stick. And there was the old man, and King Arthur lifted the stick and said, old man, I cannot do this. I cannot give you 3 blows. Take the stick. And so Cledgers took the stick and said, then let me give the 3 blows that you gave me. Whatever you want, old man. And Sir Cledgers, he walked out of the room while King Arthur watched. And he came out of the door, and there outside the door was the servant. And the servant looked at Sir Cledgers, and he said, give me 1/3 of what the king gave you. Are you sure? Said Sir Cledgers. And he lifted his stick and he struck the servant on his back. And the servant cried in pain. Sir Cledgers walked to the door of the castle, and there was the guard. And the guard said, give me 1/3 of what the king gave you. Very well, said Sir Cledgers. He raised the stick and he struck the guard hard on his back. And the guard cried out in pain. And Sir Cledgers, he hobbled along to the gate of the castle. And there was the soldier. And the soldier said, give me 1/3 of what the king gave you. Very well, said Sir Cledgers. And he took his stick and he struck the soldier. And the soldier cried out in pain. And Sir Cledgers, with nothing, he went on through the snow towards his home. But back in the castle, King Arthur continued to eat the red cherries. And he shared the cherries with his wife Guinevere and the other knights of the Round Table. And then he began to remember this old man, this kind, generous, giving old man. I'm sure I remember him from when I was a boy. Is that not Sir Cledgers? I thought that he had died. But wearing rags so poor. And he sent a messenger to Sir Cledges, and Sir Cledges was brought back before King Arthur. And the old man stood before King Arthur, and King Arthur said, "You are Sir Cledges, are you not? I remember you from when I was a boy, always laughing, always giving, always kind, always generous." "It is me," said Sir Cledges. "I am still here." "Then I invite you to spend Christmas with me. You will share in our plenty, our food, our drink. I will give you silver and gold. I will give you new robes, new clothes to wear. You will no longer be a poor man, Sir Cledges. You are welcome." "Well, then I must ask my wife," said Sir Cledges. And Sir Cledges went home to his wife, and he and Dame Clarice were no longer forgotten. They were always remembered, and they lived well for the rest of their lives. Sir Cledges, always giving, always kind, always generous. It's the end of the story, and Sir Cledges comes home, and his wife sees him, and she says, "Oh, Sir Cledges, my husband, what did the king give you?"
And
That's
good. And then he said,
to the castle.
"What you want?" You
Oh, man.
I can give you silver. I can give you you must give me a song. It's true. I don't that's what I accept.
The king.
You gave him. Yeah, that's I
That was the king of
his wife. Give me for me.
What did you like best about the story?
The kindness of Sir Cledge. Yes, he's a very kind man and give all the things for everybody. It's a very good man.
So you loved his generosity?
Just generosity, yeah.
I also like then the king remember him. That was the boy that in the past he was my friend, and then he sent the guard to take him, come back, and I want to share the Christmas with you and with your family. I think in the end was beautiful, and maybe they was happy again.
So the fact he remembered him from when he was a boy, and his kindness, and then he was invited to spend Christmas together.
Yes.
Who else enjoyed that part? Yeah? Did you enjoy that part as well?
Yes.
The remembering.
Yes.
Okay.
King asked for Claire to spend Christmas with him and his wife.
The king think it's possible. I have a lot of money. I am the king. I can buy everything what you want. I can give you, but it's something. Sometimes it's not possible. You buy something for money, for power. It's not. It's this action, this position of the third pledges, it was very, very, very important, very intelligent, very. I think so.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.